What's happening, guys? It's Eric 1740 Garage. Hey, we're going to do another video today. We're going to start putting this SI together. I got the 98 spec ITR 5-lug swap we're going to be putting on. I'm going to try to just do the back tonight, and we'll tackle the front in another video. But I'll show you the parts that we're working with. And I redone the rear trailing arms. I restored them, and I'll show you exactly what I did and what I used to restore them with. But here we go. Alright, guys, for any of you newcomers here, this is my Civic. It's a 2000 Civic Si. I'm doing a K-Series swap to it. Right now we're going to head and work on the suspension. As you can see, got the hole underneath the car here. I got it all undercoated. And we're going to be working on the rear suspension. Here is these are the 98 spec ITR 5-lug swap. Here's the rear trailing arms. I restored them. The rear trailing arm bushings right here, these are K-tuned. Old ones were tore up, the stock ones, so I took them out and I swapped them out with the K-tuned rear trailing arm bushings. And here is the number for them. Part number right there. I got the hardened rubber bushings. Next, let's see. I didn't go ahead and change out the bearings because these bearings seem to be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and just run them for now. But I did replace the rotor screws. And here is the part number for the rotor screws. Right here. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and put these trailing arms on. I'm going to go ahead and replace all the bolts. I have all the Downstar bolts right here for the rear trailing arms. Right here. Rear trailing arm hardware kit. It's got all the bolts, and I went ahead with the black beauty washers. And this is the rear lower control hardware kit. This kit right here, so if you're running a rear subframe brace, which I am, but right there is the bolts we're using. And all right, we're going to go ahead and get started. First we need to get the parts. Here's I have tons of K-Tune parts. Shout out to Sean at K-Tune for hooking me up, sponsoring me. Right here we're going to use the rear toe adjustment arms and the rear camber kit. All right, let's do it. Okay, guys, this is what we're going to be working with. Here's the rear camber kits from K-Tuned. And then here's the rear toe arms from K-Tuned. And here's the Downstar bolts. Most of these big packages of Downstar bolts, they give you a instruction sheet that lets you know each sealed piece where they go. Like the number 1 package here, the e-brake hardware cable, hardware right there, the beauty washers and 4 bolts for the e-brake cables, and then your upper control arm to your chassis, torque compensator arm, hardware, and then so on, so on. But your toe arms right here. Your rear toe arms go here. They'll go up in here, out to your trailing arm. And then you have your 2 bolts here in your frame. Right here, right here. And those are going to be for your rear trailing arm bushings. You got 2 big bolts that go up through there. But I'm sure I'm boring you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and set up my camera here and start putting this together. I don't know if I'm going to put this on a speed this up or not, but I'll try to explain what's going on as I put it together. But enjoy, guys. Another thing, guys, I'm going to be running, here's the part number. These are the rear lower control arms through K-tuned for EK. Here they are. I went ahead and went with the silver. It's kind of the theme on this thing, just kind of like a aluminum finish, black beauty washers. Just that's kind of the theme I'm trying to stay on this build. But all right, man, here we go. Okay, guys, first thing we're going to put on is our camber kits. I'm going to be using the Downstar bolts. This is a 8mm hex head. There's the camber arm installed. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and install the tow arm. I'm going to go ahead and install it on the car, but I'm going to leave it loose. That way it's a little bit easier to put the trailing arm on. And for the tow arms, we're going to be using the Downstar bolts. These are also an 8mm hex. Okay guys, I just got it in there loosely right now. I'm gonna go ahead and lift the trailing arm in here and go ahead and install it now. Okay guys, we're using the Downstar 10mm hex to bolt the trailing arm bushing up through the chassis. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave all that loose right now, but yeah, this upper arm right here is of course Downstar, and it's an 8mm too, but there's one trailing arm one. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one all fastened together, and I'll be back in a minute. All right, everybody. I went ahead and tightened down the trailing arm bushings. The bolts going up through here. I went ahead and tightened these down on both sides. I tightened down the one over here for the toe arm. I went ahead and left this one loose because it's going to have to all be adjusted when there's weight on the car and it's on the ground. Also tightened these ones up, but I went ahead and left this one here loose. Next thing I'll be putting on is the lower control arms. It's pretty self-explanatory. You got your bolt there, and then you got your bolt down there. All right, everybody. I went ahead and tightened down the trailing arm bushings. The bolts going up through here. I went ahead and tightened these down on both sides. I tightened down the one over here for the toe arm. I went ahead and left this one loose because it's going to have to all be adjusted when there's weight on the car and it's on the ground. Also tightened these ones up, but I went ahead and left this one here loose. Next thing I'll be putting on is the lower control arms. It's pretty self-explanatory. You got your bolt there, and then you got your bolt down. You can get these lower control arms on and get everything where it needs to be, and I'm just going to go ahead and save the lower control arm, or not the lower control arm, sorry, the SR subframe brace. I'm going to save it for another video. I'm going to try to make as many videos as I can on this car, step by step. I know I didn't get into too big a detail with everything right here, but I mean, if you know how to mess with a Honda, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory how you put that stuff together. So, but just wanting to show you guys the process of building this car. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I got most of everything I need to get this car. I got all the suspension. I got my LSD for my transmission over there on the bench. I'm going to go ahead and do a video of that, and I got goodies for the motor. But yeah, what's up guys, I'm back. All right, I got this rear trailing arms in on both sides. Here's the Downstar bolt there. I just put stock bolts in up there for right now. So next video we'll be putting the ASR subframe brace on. But there's the trailing arm on the passenger side. And I said I'd tell you guys, when I've done these trailing arms, I wanted the satin finish to kind of look like factory. I used a VHT roll bar chassis paint, satin black. And it seemed to do the job. And I think they turned out pretty good. And I went ahead, if you're interested, I painted the hubs too. I just did that for now until I get some new hubs for it. But I used the Duplicolor engine paint and I use the DE1651 cast coat iron, but that's the color that I use for that, and it kind of somewhat matches up to the factory K-Tune color. But yeah, there's the passenger side. I'll show you guys the driver's side. Kind of hard to see over here, but there's the driver's side. Like I said, it's kind of hard to see. But yeah, there's the lower control arm. Here's the bay again for you newcomers. I still need to get brake line tuck kit. I have my fuel system for it. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you would, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Peace.